Hey guys, welcome back to another Web Riders video. I'm Kyle, and as you read the title, today we're going to be installing the TST Hyperpack LED kit onto my R3 to kind of really complement its sleek profile that it already has. And unfortunately, the stock OEM turn signals just aren't as sleek. It just protrudes from the bike and it just makes it ugly for my opinion. So without further ado, let's install it. And just like that, I have successfully installed my TST Hyperpack LED kit for my R3. And man, does this thing really complement the smooth and sleek contour of this bike now. No more protruding signals, finally. Now, as a personal preference, I'm also going to install bar end mirrors because I'm not a big fan of those antenna mirrors sticking out. So now I'm going to install that. That looks a lot better. Now, I'm going to use these lights for about a week and see how they hold up. I do ride daily, but commute is pretty long, so not going to be a true, real test of durability, but it is something. So I'll see you a week from now. All right, I am back after a month of riding, 2K miles, 3 bike washes. I know I said do it in a week, but got a little busy, but that's fine. More data, more miles, and it allows me to really articulate my thoughts about this whole bundle pack. Before we get into my thoughts, I do want to let you guys know that the tail light actually has 3 programmable modes, and it could be switched by a simple push of a button towards the back of it. You can't miss it. All you gotta do is remove the rear passenger seat and just press the button and cycle through all the modes and pick the one that you like. All right, my thoughts and things I have noticed. The tail light has 3 flashes. It does when you pull a brake, so whether the front brake or the rear brake, whatever which one you pull first, it will flash 3 times really fast. And after that, if you're holding the brake, it'll just be a static red hold, like a traditional brake light. I really like that. It makes drivers or other riders around you aware that you are slowing down. Very nice. The turn signal also does like a triple flash thing. I'm not too sure if this was intentional. I don't recall TST mentioning this, but hey, I like it. It allows drivers and riders in your proximity know that you're about to turn or change lanes, and I really appreciate that. After the 3 quick flashes, it becomes a nice steady pace of that traditional turn signal rhythm that we're used to. And yes, I do have the relay installed. Now, for the couple things I have noticed, the TST tail light kind of has a little bit of a gap between the bodywork and the the tail light. It's not a big gap to the point where it's ugly or it makes it look bad, but I have noticed, and because of that gap, I have noticed that water does get in slightly easier. So that is something to be mindful of. But hey, it's not like we're getting sprayed by a water hose every day. And if you do, it's just quick. I don't think it's a problem. Just put a little bit more extra electrical tape or waterproof taping around your wire harnesses and you're good to go. Now, another thing I noticed about the turn signals is, or the one thing I noticed about turn signals is, it actually rattles and wiggles a little bit. You can actually hear it. It wiggles like a millimeter. It's not a deal breaker. It doesn't ruin the performance. It's totally fine. It doesn't rattle while I'm riding. You don't hear it. It's totally fine. I'm just telling you guys. I have a 2024 fairing. I don't know if this is just for my bike, but I just want to let you guys know that this thing does wiggle a little bit. It's one of those things where if you're the owner, you will know, but anyone else that doesn't own your bike looks at it, they will never know it rattles. So not a deal breaker, not a performance breaker, just something to keep in mind. But other than that, all positive. You should definitely get this if you want to get rid of those really hideous lollipop style LED signals and really clean up that terrible mandated back license plate holder. I forgot what it's called. But yeah, if you want to clean up the overall look of your motorcycle or your R3 in particular, the TST Hyperpack is definitely something I would recommend. And you just great, honestly. But that's my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember guys, ride safely. There is someone in this world that loves you and cares about you. And just get home safe. You know, the last thing that I would want for you, even though I've never seen you before, is to not go home ever again. But with that being said, this thing is awesome. Motorcycling is awesome. And you are awesome as well. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next video.